the Ooni of Ife and the Oluwo of Iwo, they are at it again. They are once again at each other's necks. A while ago, the Ooni of Ife accused the Oluwo of Iwo land of chasing him out of his palace. Although the Oluwo of Iwo later denied it, but now we are seeing that it seemed like, these two are not in agreement and that, they are feuding at the moment. We shall go into the details of that in a bit, but before we do that, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button down below. It's free of charge. Also give this video a massive thumbs up. That way we're encouraged to put out more reliable and authentic news. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comments section below. Owing that monarchs are the deputies of the gods, they are naturally expected to comport themselves. Indeed, there have been occasions where they fail to honor these tenants, leading to the disrepute of their exalted office and crown. One such situation is the embarrassing moment that took place in 2017 between Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, the Ooni of Ife, and the Eleko of Eko, Oba Aremu Akiolu. Then, the manner with which Oba Akiolu shunned the younger Ooni Ogunwusi at a public event in Lagos State became a talking point, with many criticizing the Lagos monarch for being rude to the Ooni, who is universally regarded as the preeminent Oba in Yoruba land. A similar face-off between two monarchs is presently brewing, this time between the duo of Oba Ogunwusi and the Oluwo of Iwo, Oba Abdulrosheed Akanbi. Not known to share too many similarities except being monarchs and from the Yoruba region, Oba Akanbi is very verbose and known for playing to the gallery, while the Onirisha is known for his composure, elegance and style. The face-off between the duo has seen Oba Akanbi lashing out at the Ooni of Ife, accusing him of plotting his downfall, despite his role in helping the Ooni ascend the throne in 2015. Claiming that he played a significant role in securing Oba Ogunwusi's appointment by helping him resolve a court case that could have hindered his installation, Oba Akanbi lamented that the Ooni had since worked against him, including facilitating his suspension from the Osun State Council of Obas. Speaking at a Ramadan lecture in Iwo and confirmed by his press secretary, Ibrahim Ali, the Olowu detailed his involvement in the Ooni's rise. In 2015, I got a call from Akin Daudu, a close ally of the then Prince Adeyeye Ogunwusi, now Ooni Adeyeye Ogunwusi. He told me Prince Adeyeye was on the phone and that he needed to talk and seek my help regarding his aspiration to the throne of Ooni of Ife. I knew him then, but I was closer to his brother, Tunji Ogunwusi, who was my peer. Tunji Ogunwusi, popularly called Dodo, and I are about 8 years older than the Ooni. As a friend and peer, I had earlier called Tunji Ogunwusi to help him ascend the throne, but he underrated me and refused to take me seriously. We discussed, and the Prince, Adeyeye Ogunwusi at the time, disclosed that almost all the stakeholders, including Governor Aregbesola, had agreed to his appointment, but there was a court case instituted by a few aggrieved individuals against him. He said his primary concern was the litigation. I asked him if that was all. He said yes. I told him he was already a king. In his presence, I called the person in charge and told him what I wanted. The case was decided on Friday, and Adeyeye became Ooni on Saturday. This was before my enthronement. I was not selfish. I secured his own before mine. And a few months later, God used the same link for me to become the Oluwo of Iwo land. Can you imagine? This just, tells you that in Nigeria, court cases can be influenced. Do you see how he just confessed with his own mouth without even knowing what he's saying? Maybe he doesn't even know that this is against the constitution because it has now become the norm. It has now become normal thing. Because by saying that you called the person in charge of the case, which means you called the judge, that is what it means. And then the case was decided on Friday and Ooni was enthroned on Saturday. And the same person who was in charge of that case was, fortunately for him, was in charge of his own case too. So he now used the same link. Look, I said, a few months later, God used the same link for me to become the Oluwo of Iwo. You see how corrupt Nigeria is. You see how corrupt the judiciary has now become. Anybody can influence court decision as long as you have your money. as long as you have what it takes. Court decision in Nigeria is nothing anymore. It's just for the rich. It's for the highest bidder. Anyway, moving on. Expressing his disappointment, Oluwo alleged that Ooni had since turned against him. To my surprise, the same person I helped ascend the throne has been planning evil against me. He orchestrated my suspension from the Osun State Council of Obas meeting. He is using a few kings in Iwo land to destabilize my territory. He attacked me last month in the presence of a governor, saying that I am discouraging idol worship. He was part of those who used my former wife against me. He wants me to be removed as Oluwo by all means. Such a dream can never come true. No one can remove me as Oluwo. No one can kill me, and no one can bring me down, except if I didn't help him become the Ooni, Oba Akanbi lamented. Typical, the Ooni of Ife has reacted to the attack. He dismissed Oluwo's claims via his director of media, Chief Moses Olafare, stating that the palace had no intention of responding to the accusations. This is not the first time Oba Oluwo will make comment like that. We never reacted, and we won't react. Let him say whatever he wants. That is what he's busy doing. Everybody has something they are busy with. That is what Oba Oluwo is busy doing. Ooni is busy with developmental projects, so he is occupied and doesn't have time to respond to someone looking for attention. We don't have time for that. Whatever Baba Oluwo likes, let him say. We are not interested. No doubt, the gods must be alarmed by the face-off of a monarchs. Let's have your total opinions in the comment section. What do you think of this latest face-off between Oluwo of Iwo land and Ooni of Ife? Before we go, guys, let's take a look at a few reactions online. Oba Abdulrosheed Akanbi has crossed the lines as far as he has deviated from Yoruba culture and traditions and making jest of Yoruba spirituality. Yoruba is a nation as Arab. It is an aberration for a Yoruba monarch to exalt other people's culture above the people he is ruling, as it's known to him that Islam is Arab culture, which was brought to Africa as religion. No normal human being will condemn his father's ways of life to please other people in whatsoever. Let your religion be personal to you. Lord Samson says, how will they not be when you guys are now into politics and had decided to sweep the truth inside the carpet, under the carpet cement? Ayodeji Ezekiel says, Oluwo is one kind man without elderly requirements. He talks not like a reputable king in Yoruba land. No monarch can be compared with Ooni of Ife. Lawrence Fatunsin says, my own small contribution is this. David was the smallest child of Jesse family when God named him king over Israel. In the Bible, where did you see or hear in the history that any of his seniors challenge or accuse David? Please, in your own interest, mind how you address Ooni of Ife and other senior Obas in Yoruba land. Respect our culture, please. If you like, apologize to him or ignore him. It's left to you. Thank you. Olawale Aris says, Liberty attack the Onirisha, attack the source of his stool, will soon meet his Waterloo. Let Oluwo continue using religion to destabilize the southwestern Yoruba land. He will soon have his recompense. Onirisha is the father to all Obas without exception. The pre-ascension story being related in a religious gathering by Oluwo is in very bad faith. He should caution himself. I thank God for the life and person of the Onirisha Kabiyesi Adeyeye. He will never dignify Oluwo or any ramble rouser with any response. How he helped Ooni in the litigation matter baffled our imagination when he was not a lawyer or judge. He was not even a king yet then. Oluwo should understand Yoruba culture and tradition that Onirisha is not his mate at all. Let's have your total opinions in the comment section. What do you think of all of this? Subscribe to this channel, guys, if you have not already done that. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.